When people start their weight loss journeys, it's almost guaranteed they'll be stepping on the scale regularly to measure progress. But it gets frustrating fast when the number goes down one day, then jumps up the next. That back and forth can mess with your head and lead to a pretty unhealthy relationship with the scale. That's why a lot of trainers will tell you to stop using it altogether and to track progress in other ways instead. Now, I'm not here to tell you to ditch the scale. My goal today is to help you build a better relationship with it. Because the scale is actually a useful tool, you just need to understand why your weight fluctuates, especially when you are in a calorie deficit. When you start a diet, it's important to weigh yourself at the same time, ideally right after you wake up, before eating or drinking anything. Then you do that every day and take a weekly average. Why? Because your weight naturally fluctuates. You might weigh 70 kgs on Tuesday, then 71 kgs next Thursday. And if you only check in once or twice, that jump might feel like a failure. But maybe on Monday, you were actually 69 kgs and you just didn't notice because you didn't weigh in. Weight loss isn't a straight line. It goes up and down. What matters is the trend, not the individual number. There's actually a study that backs this up. People who weighed themselves daily lost more weight and stuck to better habits. Seeing that number regularly somehow helped them stay mindful of their choices. It wasn't about obsessing. It was just a daily feedback loop. It let them catch mistakes sooner instead of waiting weeks to realize things were not working. So yeah, the scale isn't the enemy. The problem is that people expect it to go down in a straight line. Now, I also have to say this too. For some people, the scale just isn't it. If stepping on the scale genuinely kills your mood or messes with your mindset, it's okay to step away from it. There are other ways to track progress, like how your clothes fit, or how strong you're getting in the gym, or even just how you feel. The scale is just a tool, not a judge, and not every tool works for everyone. Now, let's get into the reasons why these fluctuations happen when you start to track your weight. First off, water retention. Your body holds onto water for all kinds of reasons: salty meals, stress, hormones, tough workouts. That alone can swing your weight by a kilo or more overnight. It's not fat, it's just water. The other thing is the food weight. Whatever you eat and drink has weight. So if you weigh yourself after a big meal or before your body has had the time to digest, that's going to show up on the scale. And sometimes you just haven't gone to the toilet to take a dump. Yeah, that also might come up on the scale, but doesn't mean you have gained fat. Carbs also play a role. Every gram of stored carbs or glycogen holds onto 3 to 4 grams of water. So if you've eaten more carbs than usual, your weight is going to go up a bit. Again, mostly water. And for women, hormonal changes during menstrual cycle can cause noticeable water weight spikes. That's normal and it's only temporary. So finally, there is muscle inflammation. After a tough workout, especially something like a good leg day session, your muscles retain water as they recover. So soreness can come up with a little spike on the scale too. Now, the takeaways from today, don't let the scale mess with your head. It's just one tool, and like any tool, it only works if you know how to use it. Track your weekly average, focus on long-term trends, and don't panic over the daily ups and downs. That number isn't always telling you the full story. And if the scale really doesn't work for you, that's okay too. Progress can show up in your strength, your consistency, your energy, and how you feel in your own skin. Use what works best for you and leave what doesn't. Just keep showing up. If you found this useful, subscribe, follow, like, and share. My name is Coach Henry with the Unwrapped Podcast.